Shout out to all of my listeners based out of Oklahoma City because y'all show up and show out every week, honey. I see Oklahoma City represented in the analytics every week. And shout out to y'all. Here we go now. Here we go now. Let's get up in this flow with me, your host, Joe. What is up, my lovely listeners? Welcome back to another episode. I am so excited to have y'all here today because I have a surprise. Yes, Lord. Amen, amen, amen. Are y'all ready? 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 Here it is. I am a new published children's book author, and I am so proud of myself. I am so ecstatic because this book took me 8 years. This 32-page book took me 8 years to finish.
It's been 84 years.
And I want to talk about this book today and the journey that I went on, because if you have something cooking in you that you want to do, please use my testimony, use my strength, my belief in you to do it. No matter what it is, do it. Man, so Tooth Fairy's legacy came to fruition. God gave it to me in 2015. That was when it was an idea. And I did a rough draft of it, right? And in that rough draft, I used my daughter's art book. This is funny. I used my daughter's art book, the sketchbooks, with the blank pages. So I wrote how I wanted it to look in that sketchbook. And then that was my first rough draft, right? And I went to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Shout out to all of my listeners based out of Oklahoma City because y'all show up and show out every week, honey. I see Oklahoma City represented in the analytics every week. And shout out to y'all. And yeah, so went to a family function there. And I only let one person read that first rough draft, and that was my great auntie Mikey. She has passed on now, but she read it, and she loved it. And she was like, you got to do it. Just go on and do it. What would stop you from doing it? And, we had that conversation. But she believed in me and gave me the courage to go ahead and do it. And so I started doing research into it. Realized it costs money to publish, and realized I had to put it in manuscript form. Realized there was a certain amount of pages that goes to a children's book, right? So after doing all the research, I did it. Put it in manuscript form and everything. So in 2018, I used the funds that I had saved for it, and I found a self-publishing publisher. Like, they're like the assist to the self-publish. And I paid for the publishing package. And I don't know what happened. Maybe fear of judgment, maybe life, maybe other people's priorities started coming before mine. But I put it by the wayside, and I didn't pick it up again until 2021. So don't forget about yourself. Don't get so caught up and lost in other people's priority or making sure other people are happy before you make sure you keep your promise to yourself or you accomplish what you need to accomplish first, right? So in 2021, I formed this accountability group of 12 amazing members, And one of the members and I got really close, and I let her know that I had this children's book manuscript and I already paid for the publishing. And she was like, why you ain't finishing it? You know? Shout out to you, Dean Duke Moreno. Right? She said, why aren't you finishing it? And I really didn't have an answer. So, and then I let my husband at the time read the manuscript, and he was like, yo, you got to introduce this character first. So I was like, man, for real? He was like, yeah. He was like, you just can't boom, pop the character out there like that. You have to introduce the character. How is this person associated with this person? I was like, oh man, you're right. So redid the whole manuscript, and now the manuscript that I already had wrote is going to be the continuing series to this published Tooth Fairy's Legacy I have now. So Tooth Fairy's Legacy is like an introduction book to a character that's going to lead to the next story. So redid the manuscript, had to redo my whole creative thinking process, everything. And so I finally finished, and I submitted the new manuscript, and then they were like, okay, now it's time to go to the next step, the illustrations. And I believe the illustrations page was probably like 2 documents, and I got like a page and a half of it done. And then I got overwhelmed for some reason, and I stopped again. I am not kidding, you guys. I stopped again. But in 2023, I didn't have anybody else to push me but me. And I knew I had this project. I knew I was going to have another stream of income. I needed to validate myself. Going through the separation, I needed to prove to myself that I could finish what I started, because I am a very creative person, entrepreneur. So over the years, I have dibbled and dabbled my hands into everything, right? And I was like, I'm going to finish this. And I did. And I'm so proud of myself. And whatever it is, no matter what you've been holding on to, or what you may be second guessing yourself about on a dream, just do it. You owe it to yourself. Don't let that promise to yourself go by the wayside. Because let me tell you, once I got my hand on this physical copy of this book, it was like, wow. It's just a 32-page book, but it's like, wow, this is my baby. I birthed this baby. Never in my wildest dream when I was a child did I think I would be a children's book author, right? So birth your baby. Don't let it take you 8 years. Birth your baby. And why don't y'all, while y'all thinking about that baby to birth, go on head over to Amazon, barnesandnoble.com, and order you a copy of Tooth Fairy's Legacy. I would love to be on the bestsellers list in the children's category, and your purchase even of the ebook would help in that manner. And also, while you're there, go ahead and leave a review. Or if you want to wait till after you get the book to leave a review, please do so. And also, I want to give a shout out to Chinese Authentic Kung Fu here in Burleson, Texas. They are running an incredible special on their children's class. For 3 months, you get 50% off. And that special is about to end unless you are a Flow with Joe podcast listener. And if you call, get your children involved in their classes, you will still get that price. That is the Chinese Authentic Kung Fu, Burleson, Texas. Mention Flow with Joe podcast. All right, everybody, make it a great and blessed week because you can. It is your choice what type of day you have. Love you. Toodles, poodles. I'm going to salsa dance class now, y'all. And
Thank you for watching my mom's show. I see you next Monday, but hit that like and subscribe and join in that bell. And I'll see you guys later for this latest post. Monday, always a Monday. So make sure to watch my mom's channel every Monday. Bye, guys.